Okay, so children, today we have to start with the chapter visualizing solid shapes, chapter number 15. In this chapter, first of all, we are going to recall some figures like triangles, rectangles, squares, circles. What are these? What are these? Can you tell me? What are all
Ma'am,
these?
these are the solid shapes.
No, these are not the solid shapes.
Ma'am,
These are the 2D dimensional
Yes,
figures.
these are 2D figures, 2D shapes, 2D figures. 2D means two-dimensional figures, which is having only two dimensions. First is length and second is breadth. Okay? Figures which are having only two dimensions. First is length and second is breadth. Then only these figures are called 2D figures or two-dimensional figures. And these figures are also known as plane figures. Plane, plane. Okay. These figures are also called plane figures. Another name. If we talk about the figures like cube, cuboid, sphere, cone, etc. What are these figures?
3D shapes.
Ma'am, these are the
3D
three-dimensional
shapes.
figures.
are 3 dimensions shapes.
Ma'am, because it has a height, breadth, and length.
Yes, length, breadth, and height. Three things they are having. If you're having length, breadth, and height, three things, then it will be a 3D figure, three-dimensional figure. And these three-dimensional figures are known as solid figures. Okay? And two-dimensional figures are known as plane figures.
Ma'am, plane
Clear?
figures.
Clear?
Which are made on papers.
Which you can draw it on paper, which you can make it on papers. Okay? Three-dimensional also you can make it on papers. It's not possible, but it is having three dimensions, length, breadth, and height. Yeah. Now, next thing. If we talk about the solid shapes, that means 3D shapes. Okay. So it is having faces, edges, and vertex. Three things: faces, edges, and vertex. Suppose I'm taking this box in my hand. Okay. So these corners which you can see here, these corners are the vertex. These corners are known as vertex. Okay. And the line these are called the faces, the flat surface. These flat surfaces are known as faces. Okay. And these two faces, where the line which is meeting these two faces which you are meeting, this line is called an edge. Okay, the line which is meeting these two faces is known as edge. This is an edge.
And vertex is also known as corner.
No, corners are known as vertex.
Ma'am, that's why I'm saying that vertex is also known as the corner.
Okay, your voice was breaking at that time little bit.
Okay, ma'am.
So these corners are known as vertex. These are called faces. These flat part is called faces. Okay, and these two faces, the line which is meeting these two faces are called an edge. Clear? So what are faces, edges, and vertex? Is it clear with you?
Yes, ma'am.
So chalo, let's do one activity. Take any sheet of paper. Any paper, you can take it out right now. Newspaper or any rough sheet, any sheet, you can take it. Okay. I'm also taking one sheet. All of you take one sheet in your hand. Open your webcam, children. Open your camera, Anupriya, Priyanshi, Ananya, Mayank, everybody, Arav. Open your camera. I'm just turning up my camera this way. Okay. This is a sheet. Okay. I'm folding this sheet in 3 equal halves. This way. First and then second. Three parts I have folded. This sheet. Now fold it also in this way 3 times. 1, 2, vertically also, and 3. 3 times just fold it this way and this way. Hold it, children. Now this is a sheet. Now first 2 boxes, I am just cutting these first 2 boxes. Cut down these 2 boxes. First 2 boxes in the last line. Okay, these 2 boxes I have cut it off. Now from here also 1 box. This way. Same we will be doing on the top of it also. Yes, better. Please speak in English in the class. This way. It is formed. So this is called the net. Okay. This is called the net. And on this net, I'm writing this thing. This one is the bottom part. This is the front part. This is the side. This is the back side. And this is also a side. Okay. I've written here bottom, side, both sides, back, front, and this is the top. So when you are folding this, just see it. When you are folding this, fold this way, this way, this way. These are the 3 sides. Then I'm folding this like this, and this will be at the top. This way you are going to make a cube. Have you done it? See, this is a cube which you have made it. This is the top. These are the sides. This is the back side. So you, in this way, you can make a cube. Dear children, out of these nets, you can make a cube.
Ma'am, you gave the whole homework in past about making this cube from nets.
So you have to make this cube also like this. Okay? You can draw it like this, the nets. Clear, children?
Ma'am, to make a different 3D shapes.
If we talk about cylinder, okay? If we talk about a cylinder, then you can see this is a cylinder, okay? This is cylindrical shape. This is a face. This hole is a face. This is called a face. Okay? This is a flat part, and above this is also flat part, isn't it? So this face is, you can see, this is a curved face. This is a flat face. And above also there is a flat face in a cylinder. So how many faces are there?
Ma'am, three
Ma'am, three
faces.
faces.
Three
Ma'am,
faces.
three faces.
Two flat and one curved face. This is one
Ma'am,
curved
one
face.
bottom, first, second,
Top
top,
it. And the cylindrical part. Okay. So one curved face and two flat faces are there. Is there any vertex?
No, ma'am.
No. Is there any edge?
no, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
How many
Yes,
edges?
ma'am, two edges.
Two edges. Because these flat faces are being joined with some edge. So two curved edges are
Yes,
there.
ma'am.
Two curved edges are there. Clear? Let's talk about sphere. Everybody is having a ball. You know? Everybody has seen the ball now? How it is, how it looks? They've seen now? So how many faces are there in a sphere? How many faces are there in a sphere? Number of faces?
Ma'am, one.
Only one. That is a curved face in a sphere. How many vertex are there in a sphere?
Ma'am, zero.
Ma'am, no vertex.
Ma'am, no vertex.
No vertex is there on a sphere. Edge. How many edge?
Ma'am, no edge.
No edge.
Ma'am,
One.
zero edges.
No edges are there. Zero edges are there. Zero vertex is there. And only one curved face is there in a sphere. Okay. So in this way, you will be writing the faces, edges and vertex. Clear, children? What are faces, edges and vertex?
Yes, ma'am.
Excuse me,
Exercise
Ma'am,
15.1.
ma'am, it's done.
So children, in the first question, 15.1, it is given that you have to identify the nets that which can make the cubes. So in this question, the first net is this one. So when you take this net, when you try to fold this net, it can be folded in this way. This will go this side. So when you try to make this fold, can you make a cube out of it? Is it possible to make a cube out of this net? Yes or no? Yes, Ananya? Unmuted?
Ma'am, it is not possible to make.
Yes, it is not possible to make a cube out of this net because when you try to fold this, it will not make a cube. Let's move to the second figure. This one is the figure which is given in your book, second figure. Try to fold this. When you are folding this net, it's going this way, face is this way, edges are going this way. Yes. So is it possible to make a cube from the second net? Yes. Lavanya? Yes, Jayavardhan?
Ma'am, how will be writing the answer?
That I will tell you. First tell me, can you make a net out of this cube? Net out of this net, you can make a cube or not? Yes, Anupriya? Yes or no?
Ma'am, answer is yes.
Yes, yes, you can make it. Let's move to the third figure. This one is the figure which is given. Now try to fold this type of figure, net. Can it be possible to make a cube? Yes, Avika?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, it is possible to make a cube out of it, because when you try to fold this, this will go on the side. This will go at the bottom and top, and the sideways are. So this is a cube. This is the net of a cube. Let's move to the fourth figure, which you have already drawn this way, isn't it? So is it a net of a cube or not? Yes, because we have already made a net out of it. Yes, Savika, good. So yes, it is a net of a cube. Let's move to the fifth figure. When you try to fold this figure, net, can you make a net out of it? It's like this. Can you make a 4? 1, 2, 3, 4? No top side is there. So it's not possible to make a cube out of this fifth figure. Yes, Rajal. Sixth
No,
figure.
ma'am.
In the sixth figure, it's not possible.
Ma'am, in the sixth figure it's possible. Ma'am, I was giving the answer of fifth part.
Okay, fifth part, it's not possible to make a cube. And in the sixth part, if you are turning the edges and wood faces, yes, you can make a cube. Clear? So children, you have to draw all these nets in your notebook, and you have to write in front of that, yes, it is possible to make a net out of this cube. Yeah. Question number 2 is, dice are cubes with dots on each face. On each sides of a dice, you can see the dots are there. Can you have ever checked that on the opposite sides of your dice, when you count the total is always 7. Just show me. Only one dice you show me, Avika. See, opposite of 1, what is the number which is given? Opposite of 1 which is given? 6. So 6 plus 1 is 7. 6. And the opposite side of 6 is 1. So 6 plus 1 is always 7. Now show me the another side. 5. 5. The opposite side of 5 is 2. So 5 plus 2 is 7. Got it, children? Now another side, 2. 3, and the opposite side of 3 is 4. 4 plus 3 is also 7. So always when you are adding up the opposite sides of a dice, you will get always the total as 7 dots. Okay? So these are the numbers which are on the dots which are on the dice. When you play the dice, the total always comes 7 on the opposite sides. Okay? So you see, can you see the net which is given in your book? These 2 nets are given in your book. So in the first net, it's given that on the net we have written 4, 5 and 6 number. So what numbers you can fill it over here so that the opposite side, that sum of the opposite sides should be 7. Okay? The sum of the opposite side should be 7. When you are making the net of a cube, and on the 3 sides already 4, 5 and 6 is written. So you have to remember that opposite side of 5 should come 2, opposite side of 4 should come 3, and opposite side of 6 should come 1. So where you will be writing 1, 4, 3 and 2. Can you tell me where you can write it down? See here. Oh, Natik is writing. No, 1, 3, you will be writing here, and 2. When you are turning this 5, here 2 will come on the back side of 5. When you are turning, leave one box, 4. When you will leave one box here, 3 opposite of 3 is 4. When you are turning this, folding this page, you will be getting 3 here. And 6 will be opposite to 1 here. 1 is at the bottom, 1 is at the top. This is the top side, this is the bottom side. 6 is the bottom side and 1 is the top side. And these all 4 are the sideways. Okay, so that's why we have left one box here, because opposite of 3 is 4, 2 is 5. So draw the net and the numbers which is already given in your book, write the numbers with black pen, and the numbers which you are filling, write it with blue pen. And in the second net, it is given 1, 2, and 3. Now we have to fill 4, 5, and 6 here in this net. So where you are going to write 5, 4. Yes, Astha, unmuted.
Ma'am, you have to draw the figure or with sheet you have to paste.
You can draw it. Yes,
Okay, ma'am.
right, Srajal. 5 is coming here, 4 and 6. 6, just opposite of 6 is 1, opposite of 5 is 2, and opposite of 4 is 3. So when you are folding this net, you will get 1, 2, 3 here, and 5, 4, 6 this side, just so that you can get the sum as total as 7 dots. Clear, children? Let's move to the next question, number 3. Can this be a net for a die? Yes or no? Can this be a net of a cube? If we draw a net of a cube, no, it's not possible to make a net out of it, because just opposite of a 1, you are getting 4. Then you are making the net. Just opposite of 1, you are getting a net as 4. So 4 plus 1 is 5. And the sum of the dice is 7. If you are drawing this, making this net, just opposite of 3, you are getting 6. And 6 plus 3 is 9. But you should get 7. So this is not possible to draw a dice out of this net. Okay? To make a net, to make a dice out of this net. Let's see the fourth question. Here is an incomplete net of making a cube. Complete it at least 2 ways. Remember that a cube has 6 faces. How many are there in a net? So there are 3 faces only, which is given here. So when you have added 3 faces from this, adding these 3 faces, you will get a cube. Now you can see this one. If we are taking these 3 boxes, which is given on a squared sheet, so we can add these 3 like this. We can add it like this, isn't it? So it will become a complete figure. Yes, yes, right, Javardhan. Very good. So this is